Hey! Yeah, I know it's been a little bit since. Hey! I know it's been a while since my last video, but in the meantime, it didn't happen too much, and I didn't really have so much time to try to edit a new video as well. So, yeah, but in the meantime, I moved into my new room, which you can see behind me now. And I can also just try to show it. Yeah, so I don't know, it's pretty nice. So this is in general the door to the common area, to the common room outside. I don't know, like that white door. I think there's some stuff for maintenance behind it, but yeah, so I can't really use it or access it. Got a little bit stuff for storage. I mean, it's not looking too tidy as of right now. Yeah, also my desk. I have a mirror and some stuff for my clothes, and also, I mean, it's really dark outside now, so you can't properly see it, but there's like balcony outside. I can try to slightly open the door. Oops. Yeah, so a little bit balcony outside, and the balcony is actually going up around the whole building. So I mean, I'm in block F of the building, and on the balcony you're actually able to walk from block F all the way, for example, to block A, which is pretty funny because so you're basically passing all the rooms and all the common rooms on your way there, and so you're kind of able to awkwardly look into everyone's common room or room, kind of. Yeah, so for me, good thing as I'm block F, F is the last block, I'm the last room, so no one just casually walks by, only if someone really would want to visit me in my room. So yeah, I'm not really disturbed by that. Yeah, so the only sad thing kind of is that my room is facing inwards, and also by this facing north. So yeah, I don't really get that much sun, at least not as of right now. I hope that in summer maybe the angle of the sunset and sunrise might be enough for me to actually get some sun. But yeah, as of right now, not really. And sadly, I'm also the only room in my shared flat that is facing inwards. So we are 4 people in my flat, or 4 rooms. Currently we are only 3 people living here, and the other 3 rooms are actually facing outwards. So, I mean, 9th floor, they actually have a pretty nice view, and it's south side, so they have a lot of sun as well. But yeah, I mean, maybe in the summer it's also good so that I don't really get grilled by sun. I don't know how warm it will be, so maybe I will be happy about some shadow throughout the day. Yeah, so my room is quite nice, I think. The common room is okay. The only sad thing there is that there's some stuff that is broken, for example, like this common room door. I mean, you've seen my door here right now. And the common room has the same door, kind of, and these doors are all secured by a storm latch. Only that the storm latch in the common room is kind of bent in such a way that the door is actually not closing anymore, which means that the door is open all the time by these like 10 centimeters. So yeah, I mean, it's not really affecting us, but from also an environmental point of view, I don't know. We're probably also just always heating up the room, and yeah, cold air coming in. But yeah, so we kind of need to get that fixed. Yeah, and I mean, other stuff also in the bathroom. So it's, yeah, some stuff needs to be repaired. Yeah, another thing, which is also why not too much stuff was happening, is that I actually got sick twice. So I don't know, probably during the first days, I mean, it was always pretty cold here. And so a lot of days it was freezing, like the water in the canals actually froze over and stuff like that. And I don't know if I just didn't dress warm enough, or I don't know, but I actually got a cold, and yeah, my throat was hurting pretty much, and running nose and everything. So yeah, and that actually went away after week 2 here, but then came back, and so as of right now I'm still kind of in the process of recovering. It's not fully gone yet. But yeah, so additionally my lectures started. I mean, I'm attending mobile app development and ethical hacking here. Those are on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I'm pretty much having 5 days off per week. And also I'm attending some blockchain events, which is pretty nice. They have a pretty active blockchain student group here, so they organize speaker events every week, and also something that is called Coding Cafe, where you actually hands-on, code some stuff blockchain related. And I mean, for me, I don't really have much knowledge about blockchain, but it's still very interesting for me to get into that space and actually code some stuff there and see how it works in practice. But yeah, so I went to university several times. After the first week, I actually had to skip mobile app development once because I was so sick that I didn't really want to attend university or put any other student at risk. But yeah, and the other thing is, I mean, I went out with friends, but for example, they went to the city several times, or also we have currently a light festival here that they went to visit and discover and walk around. And yeah, sadly, I couldn't attend, or I did not want to attend because I didn't want to get any sicker as well. But nice thing was, and also I actually only thought about that in hindsight, or discovered that in hindsight, but we actually had one of these lights installations here right next to the metro station that I'm using, because this light festival is kind of spread throughout the whole city. And I was just looking at it and wondering why someone would put up such an installation with these lights. But yeah, it's actually part of the light festival. But so I hope that I can visit the light festival, the installations this weekend, as it will be the last weekend before the festival ends. So we will see. Hope I will find some time for it. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, I went out with friends several times. Also, nice thing is that my university has something called Scroll Bar, which is every Friday evening, where the students just get together in the atrium from 3 p.m. onwards, and just drink beers together, and all the tables are set up. There's actually a room with a bar inside where people are dancing, and this whole thing goes on then until 2 a.m. in the night. I mean, it's a pretty nice event to just socialize with the friends from uni and get to know new people. And so we went there, I think, like 2 or 3 times now. I mean, actually, right now for me, it's Friday, so I'm going to be attending later as well. But yeah, and otherwise, I mean, in the meantime, still, I mean, I got some stuff done, a lot of paperwork for the city and stuff. But yeah, so right now I have my CPR number, which means that I have, well, yeah, that I have like the public health insurance in Denmark. I also now have my personal travel card, which makes it a little bit cheaper to travel by public transport. But still, I think like one way to uni costs €2. So yeah, in the summer it might be better to actually ride the bike there. But yeah, so for these the CPR number, I had to go into the city center, and then I actually walked to university from there. And I mean, for me, it was the first time actually seeing the city properly in like during daytime. So yeah, got to see some nice buildings. Um, don't know much about them yet. Currently, they just look beautiful. Yeah, so in addition to the light festival, that's definitely something that I have to do this weekend when I feel better, like properly sightseeing in Copenhagen, which I haven't simply done yet. Yeah, and also regarding the metro, I mean, I feel it's like really funny. I think I have some videos that I can show you now, because it's kind of, I think it's driving autonomous. I don't know, but you just have like these large windows in the front and in the back. And it's like a really weird view that at least I'm not used to, where you can actually see like directly where it drives. So yeah. And another thing that I did, another for me important thing, is that I actually bought a monitor. Yeah, which was also kind of stressful, because I was thinking about like if I write my master's thesis here in Denmark, like I really don't like working just with like the laptop screen. I feel like I need a second monitor, otherwise I can't just do my stuff, I can't work properly. And so I was thinking about just buying a used monitor. I mean, I don't know, just getting my own from home doesn't really make sense, and buying a completely new one here, I didn't know whether I wanted to take that one that I bought here back home. So I was like, okay, cheapest solution is just buy a used one. And I went to a place where just people offer several different things for other people, just like eBay Kleinanzeigen in Germany. And I actually found a nice monitor on there for I think €25. So I texted the guy, he was fine with it. Yeah, only thing was regarding payment, because I think in Denmark they all pay with mobile pay, which I don't have. And so we talked about it, and in the end came to the conclusion that it might be easiest if I just got cash. And so I had to walk to Fields, like the mall nearby, actually like get cash out of the machine, which also, I mean, of course, cost some money for the conversion and stuff. Yeah, but so I got everything, I arranged everything. I went there by metro, so just top it up with another additional €5 just to get there. And when I ring the door, he's pretty confused, because this site that I contacted him over actually blocked me and reported me to him as fraud. And kind of advised him not to make any deals with me, as I'm probably not a real person. I don't know. So that was really, really weird. And he also, I don't know, wanted me to move somewhere though, so that he can see me before opening the door to me. Yeah, I don't know why I got reported. Like, they didn't even tell me that I was blocked. But yeah, in the end, I got the monitor for €25. I wrote a mail back to that site. I don't know, they unblocked me within 2 minutes. But yeah, then I went back home and I tried to use the monitor and tried everything. It did work for my work laptop, which is a Windows laptop, I don't know, but I was not able to make it work for my MacBook, at least not via HDMI. And like the other thing it had was just a VGA port, and so last idea was to go to the mall again and buy a VGA cable and a VGA adapter, which then in total cost 75 euros to buy. Via this, the monitor was actually able to connect to my MacBook, but I mean, it has this really weird screen solution of like 3:4, and also like it was completely zoomed in, so not really able to work with it. Yeah, so in the end, I mean, I don't know, 25 euros for the monitor, 75 euros for cable and adapter. In the end, I just decided to bring the adapter and the cable back to sell the monitor to someone else here in the building that was able to use it with his Windows laptop, and bought myself a completely new monitor, which is now working with my MacBook. So yeah, that's that. A lot of stress and effort just to get that running. I mean, in addition, the monitor that I wanted, the cheapest one for 100 euros, it was now completely like equally expensive as the other used solution. They didn't have it in store here in like my Bilka, like the kind of supermarket that they have here. So I had to go somewhere else, which was half an hour away by train. But the trains were actually pretty fancy. I think I also have a picture included here because, I don't know, it kind of felt like a couch setting where you were sitting on, so pretty nice seats. But yeah, I had to go half an hour there. And then on the way back, I missed the first train. I was waiting for the second train. The second train did not go at the same place as the first one, so accidentally missed the second one as well. Then took the third one and was waiting 40 minutes at that point in time for the trains, just for the train to take another half an hour back. So yeah, but I'm really happy with my new monitor now. Yeah, and so I'm able to work properly now. Ooh, another thing that kind of got me thinking, because I really want to get my motorcycle up here. But it's kind of weird because, like, I mean, I'm actually actively looking around, trying to see, I don't know, some motorcycles parked somewhere, or just anything. Well, I mean, I don't even hope for motorcycles driving around right now. I mean, I have seen 3 motorcycles so far, 3 driving motorcycles, but all of those motorcycles were actually police motorcycles. So I don't know if Danish people just don't drive motorcycles, or if they have them, I don't know, stored away in some garage or anything, but I haven't seen one Danish motorcycle up to now, like not even a parked one or under some cover or anything. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I use my time right now to just sit outside, to read a little bit. Also, went for a quick run slash walk, running some pieces, walking some pieces. Funnily, actually, around like a golf course or something. It's kind of directly nearby. And, just had a route of 2 kilometers, which passed right through it. But yeah, I mean, that's also pretty nice because even though I'm like in an area right here where also like buildings are rather high, I would say, you can, I don't know, within 100 meters, you're just standing on the field on some grass, kind of in the nature, but you're back so incredibly quick. So yeah, so that was also kind of for me, as I didn't want to go for a run anymore. I made the decision to actually get myself a bike. And I didn't want to buy, of course, not a new one. And I thought about getting a used one for quite some time, but also I didn't want to have to struggle with some reparations and stuff. And so I actually have a bike subscription now, where I'm just paying like a monthly fee of 20 euros. And I mean, they completely like, newly assembled that bike for me. In case there's anything wrong with it, I can just go back to the store. They will fix it for free, kind of. Also, if it gets stolen, they just replace it for me. So that sounded pretty nice. I actually went to university with that bike on Tuesday. Yeah, and the sun was shining outside, so that was nice. Wednesday it felt too cold again, so I went with the metro again. But yeah. And I mean, that was probably it for the last, I think, 3 weeks now. I mean, yeah, basically like 3 weeks in Copenhagen. Last week, the 4th week, I went back to Frankfurt. Had a nice flight back there, even though it was delayed a little bit. I mean, I still really, really like the airport in Copenhagen. It looks so nice with the wooden floor and everything. And yeah, and so I don't know, like back home, was actually able to ride my motorcycle again, changed the tires, and now it's ready for me to come back and drive it up here. So maybe in April or something like that. But yeah, and so I got back here on Tuesday, right before lecture. Had lecture on Wednesday again. And yeah, so as of right now, just doing some assignments. And yeah, now we'll go out with some friends. And other than that, yeah, I think we'll see how much time I have on the weekend. So tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. And I hope that I will be able or will find the time to go into the city center and explore a little bit.